Dynamic, articulate, perceptive, courageous, outspoken. Just a few of the adjectives that so inadequately describe.
A successful government must be able to control and curtail the influence of small, often radical, politicized groups called factions. They can be either a majority or a minority, and they are all united by impulses or a common passion. Their goal goes against the public good, and they often bring down popular government. Inasmuch as we want to get rid of them, we must recognize that factions are inevitable. Just as air causes fire, liberty causes factions. Because we cannot rid ourselves of air, we cannot rid ourselves of liberty. Furthermore, our differences in opinion are inevitable, and the government should protect and not curtail these differences. Our desire to form factions is human nature, especially between the have and have-nots. Even judges and lawmakers are part of factions, leading them to make biased decisions that only promote the interests of their factions. Because it is impossible to remove the causes of factions that are embedded in human nature, governments must rather control the effects of factions. Governments can do so by preventing the factions' all-consuming passions and by preventing the majority from oppressing the minority. Curtailing this effect is especially important because a common majority will always sacrifice a minority for its interests. This is the problem of popular governments. They are unstable and unable to protect personal or property rights. Such governments usually end up being tyrannical. Political philosophers often forget that giving people equal rights does not give people equal opinions or wills. The structure of a republic provides the cure for these problems. A republic is a form of government in which the few are elected by the many within a larger sphere of government. It refines public news through a medium of public officials who are more in tune to the public good than public will, as long as they prove to be honest. In terms of size of the republic, there should be enough representatives to protect the minority interests over the powerful majority. It is better to have proportional representation within a large rather than a small republic. In a large republic, people are not as likely to elect an unworthy candidate. It is more likely that a widely distributed population will elect a worthy leader. The good thing about the federal system is that it ensures that electors won't be too attached to their constituents or too distant from them. Factions are thus less dangerous in a large republic. They will be less prevalent and a majority will be found more easily. By including the interests of multiple parties, it's less likely that a majority will oppress the interests of the minority. It will be more difficult for the majority to even try to oppress a minority interest because a minority opinion essentially serves as a check to majority power. Furthermore, in a large republic, a leader whose interests go against the country as a whole will not be able to manipulate the whole country, at best a small region. The variety of interest groups in a country will prevent anyone's interest from dominating. Admit it, the Republican form of government is the best solution. Support the Federalists.